and welcome back to the late night gag. We're going to close this show out tonight, you guys, talking about pageant locations and what qualifies you to do the pageant at that location or not. So, we were just talking about AKA National being held at Club Candy, and they had a component who was going to compete in the pageantry system pageant this year. But they feel since it's at Club Candy, they shouldn't do the pageant anymore. Why is that, I wonder? What makes you feel that you should compete for something that you want to do because of its location?
Girl, why do you look to me?
I think you should just. I think you would have the perfect answer.
Yeah,
but
think you would.
I
think you need to address
Well, I
it.
think that if you are not comfortable with the location for whatever your personal reasons may be, you could feel that the floors are slippery. You could feel that the humidity, the temperature in the room may not be the way that you want it to. It could just be anything about that particular place that may take you out of your element of competition mode.
Okay,
So
I have to address that.
Hold on.
You might want to let me go first. I'm being a
So
little
you
nice.
telling me if Universe is held at Club Candy, you would compete for Universe? That's your dream?
Did I say universe is my dream?
I'm just saying. The key word in my question
Well,
was
if I was not comfortable with any pageantry system and I wasn't happy or comfortable with their location, no, I would not compete.
First off, you are not a promoter, so you cannot control where the location is.
Right, but I'm a competitor.
But you are a competitor,
right?
So you should be able to adapt to any environment if you are a competitor.
And if I don't feel comfortable with that surrounding, I'm not going to pay my entry fee.
Stop lying. You just told me 3 lies and 5
That's
with
just what I
5
said.
Stop lying.
That's what I said.
Stop lying.
That's just okay.
Stop
That's
lying.
my opinion.
Stop lying.
That's my opinion, girl.
Girl, you finna be lying.
That's my opinion. If I don't feel comfortable with the surroundings, you ain't got to lie to me.
First off, let me tell you, by being a competitor that have competed outside of Louisiana,
okay.
I have been to competed at a club and I didn't know anything about the club at all. I didn't even know what the stage looked like, but I adapted to it when I got there.
And good for you. But
And won.
Good for you. Had you went somewhere where you were not comfortable with that setting for whatever personal reason you may have had,
it is quite funny that you say that because you are a resident of Baton Rouge and you have performed on that stage, and you mean to tell me you're not comfortable with that setting?
So we're making this about me.
This has to be.
I mean, is this about me and what I'm going to do with my... Personally, I love the AKA pageantry system. I love the promoter of that system. Blase. But since you want, no, because y'all are making this about me.
No, we're not making it about you.
Y'all are making this about me.
Oh, baby, wait.
Y'all are making this about me.
I'm not.
Yes, you are.
Hold on.
Dang, what you gotta do?
You are
You do
making
this.
this about me. You are making this about me. You can all you want to. I win pageants, so you can
No.
You want a pageant.
And that's the only pageant I ever did in life. So you can say what you want. I'm going to win a few more, girl. It's nothing. And it's nothing. And I was comfortable with that environment and that adaptation.
But I still feel that if it's deep in my heart. It's just deep in my heart. If there is something that you want so bad,
Let it go.
No matter where it's
Let
at.
it go.
Bitch, if it's outside,
Let it go. Let it go.
outside by the pond with some green grass and just a runway, and they have the categories and the place for me to get dressed and put my makeup on. If I want that title, I'm going to go get it.
And that's your
I'm going to go do it. As a newcomer, you should always have the strive to adapt.
Motivation.
Anyway, you go.
Encourage.
Because some clubs you're going to go
Self-expression.
to and perform it, they're not going to always be up to your liking.
But you have to adapt to it.
Well,
you know
what you've been saying, like y'all sit here and think I just think of things out of nowhere. I've seen people compete in pageantry systems and they're not comfortable with their environment and they don't do well. So because of that, my personal choice would to be not to do a pageant if I'm not comfortable with the environment that I'm in.
That's what you.
Well, I need you to have more self-motivation.
And you know what? Well, when you have friends, that's when your friends come in. And your friends pull you to the side, and they motivate you to do better, and they motivate you to wonder.
That's what we're here for.
And they take you to the side and they say, you know what? It doesn't matter where it is. You can do what you want to do. But my personal opinion of something, and you're not going to change it no matter how you twist the story, flip the story, blase, is that I'm not going to do a pageant if I'm not comfortable with where it a particular stage, I slipped.
That's your business.
Okay, suppose every time. So if I have a bad experience with this stage, what makes me? Why would I just want to be so enthused about going competing?
Well, it's not funny you would say something like that.
Every time I hit the stage.
Because first off, if you're having that problems on that stage, then you need to put some tape or something on your shoe to protect yourself from slipping. Because the first time you slip, I'd have taped them the second time. You learn from your mistake.
So I taped them, I still slipped.
You couldn't have.
I still slipped.
You should put your grip on them the third time.
I've seen people with tape slip, so that's not a guarantee.
I personally have not.
You have not. I have. I still slip.
I haven't seen anybody with.
Well, what do you think? What do you do that makes you slip? Because you got a dancer. So I would like to know.
I am a dancer. Actually, I am a dancer. I won my first house pageant dancing.
You can dance?
Yes.
I'm not
going to give you a little light 1, 2.
Take your props to that dance.
Hold on. So you a dancer?
I am a dancer.
Did you remember that night when she was throwing them counts in there? You did
I
have a dancer?
I'm not an 8 counter, but I can do a choreographed routine.
Can you really?
I can.
We're going to have to see it. We ready.
Well, if you keep following me throughout my drag career, you might see that. But I don't understand why this is just all about me and what I do.
It's not all about
you. No, and we just felt that we need to address
I felt some kind of way. Because you're not the only person who thinks like that. Because a queen actually told me that
they wouldn't want to be.
Yeah.
Okay, but you have to. Okay, but scenario, and you're saying this, but girl, I know you. You with your heart and hello, yeah, you will go ahead and go through with the whatever it is. But in your heart of hearts, and when we get in that room in that backstage, bitch, you gonna read the fuck out of whoever had something to say or about whoever put you in an environment that you were not happy with, girl. You're gonna have something to say. I just said
me personally, when I do pageants, I'm the one who don't stay still. I'm always moving around and trying to see what the hell is going on. But when I get into my comfort zone, you're gonna always see me with my earphones in my ear, with no one in my. I'm not paying attention to nobody. I have that. I will go in a corner and sit there and listen to my talent. And be juking until it's my time to shine. Because sometimes you go, like when I went to East Coast, I just knew, okay, I said, scenario, you're here, it's 3 girls competing, you have a chance. What you gonna do? What you gonna do?
Well,
girl, I got out there, this fool right out there and gave me the bus.
Well,
but I learned from that, and I know this year when I do go back, because y'all will see me again at East Coast, I let everybody know that, because I am coming back. Because last year I messed up. I didn't know what they really looked for. But they gave me their feedback. I know now. So, them hoes like mirrors. They like mirrors.
Oh, really?
Mirrors.
Oh.
They want to see them. When will my reflection show? But anyway, I'm just saying, back to being serious. You just have to know, no matter, because I didn't know where I was going to Atlanta. I ain't never been to that place before. I just knew I had to go out there and sell these garments and smile and do what I gotta do and speak fluently and be prepared. So I made sure when I got there I was prepared. But when I got there, I didn't know nothing about that stage. I didn't know how the stage was set up. When we got to rehearsal, we couldn't see the stage.
And to be honest,
and so you just have to make yourself you have to adapt yourself to your surroundings.
To be honest with you, you saw me compete last year. You didn't. But last year, out of everybody, I was the most nervous and I was the most intimidated because I didn't have any experience. Everybody else had competed before. Mm-hmm. I had not. And yes, the year prior, when the person who crowned me did a pageant, I was at New Orleans coming early. I sat there, I sat in the front row, and I watched the pageant from start to finish. I took notes in my head, so I knew what I had to do to prepare. But when I got there, I was extremely nervous. Every category.
So did you feel comfortable at Fusion?
Yes. But was I comfortable with myself? No, because I felt like I was making. I just felt like I could have done something different, or I could have done something. It was my first pageant. I didn't know what to think. I didn't know if I had. I mean, people were cheering for me. People were excited for me. People, oh girl, you painted, you did this, that. Like I blocked.
Fusion got holes in they stage.
And I knew exactly where that hole was, so that I knew I wouldn't walk in it. I was comfortable there, and I'm not saying that I wouldn't. I do have a problem with. Club planners, but I'm not saying I wouldn't be able to adapt to that. I really was joking when I said that, but, I mean, I was nervous, and I think of
saying the truth, shame the devil, girl. You weren't joking, girl.
I was joking, but I was nervous when I competed last year, and I know that I would be nervous. This year when I compete, I'm taking a totally different approach about competing. So, It's not even about playing
What kind of
safe.
approach on that are you taking?
I'm reinventing myself.
Ooh. That should be nice.
It's gonna be very
Reinvention
nice.
is always. I've reinvented myself a
It's gonna
couple
be
of
very
times.
nice.
You still reinventing.
Mm-hmm.
But like, yeah, I mean, I worked hard for
When
this.
I mean reinvention, I mean by changing my name. You know, I've had about 35 names in 2 years.
Are you gonna change your name again?
No, I feel that I have a stable name. I think
I
my
like
name.
your name.
I've grown. I've earned my name.
I like your
My name has been real earned.
Sonara St. James
Bonet, the entertaining diva.
I like your name.
I have grown with this name.
I don't
I'm
agree
very
with the
known
whole
with this
name
name.
changing thing. I just
Especially not for pageantry. It's not. Now, D. West got me a few times. Hey, man, people take Sonaria St. James Dupree and stuff. That ain't my name.
The name, I ain't in that. That ain't my business.
But no, I
I
think I've
just
grown
say
my name.
I will address this. I just say if you feel it's for the best, change your name.
Yeah, some people do that.
What is that? But so are you? I mean, with that being said, do you think that if your name is a certain name, you would
Girl,
have
we
a better
passed
chance of
fire.
winning?
We passed fire.
I'm not sure.
Anyone else? Ah,
I
yes,
thought
we
it
are.
was 10.
Oh,
Three minutes.
wow.
I got this.
I will not let you down my time. I would not
Okay,
let
so
you
what
down
are
on
some
my
things that's
time.
going on in pageantry now that kind of you all don't like? Let's talk about that for a minute. What's going on that you don't like in pageantry now?
Oh, dislikes in the pageantry world.
One of my pet peeves that I dislike about certain promoters of the pageantry world, I feel as though you are my promoter. I feel that you need to communicate with me a lot more than you actually do. Communication needs to be more stronger. Also, if you're gonna be a promoter, I feel as though our relationship needs to be closer than
So
what
you
it
think that
is.
you have to have a personal relationship with your promoter?
Not really personal,
Not really personal, but business.
but business wise.
Right. Okay. Scenario.
Um, I think a lot of newcomer pageantry systems, they don't they're afraid to let us be ourselves. Sometimes like question and answer is really a time where we can just really be ourselves. And I don't feel that a lot of newcomer pageantry has question and answer. And I feel that we should always have question and answers. Let us know how intelligent we are. It gives us the chance to really be ourselves and really open up to the audience and to the judges. And I think they should have that in a lot of newcomer pageantry that's coming along with question and
I
answer.
agree because I thank God for question and answer. I agree. Something that kind of irritates me, and it's really on a personal thing. I really hate when people like borrow drag and they don't make it their own. Like when I see people with like the same pieces and like they would the exact same way that somebody else
Mm-hmm.
did. Like I really hate that.
Well,
Yeah.
that's actually gonna be another type of discussion. We're actually gonna wrap up this. That's gonna be something that we have to do a whole nother segment on,
Well, we need to.
and we're gonna address that. Thank you for tuning in with the late night gag,
Gag.
and we'll be right back.
We ain't coming back. It's over. It's a wrap.